Hello and welcome to the Sports Centre YouTube channel. Me and Carl back again today, talking a little bit left field. Nottingham Forest absolutely flying in the Premier League at the moment. And my question, Carl, to you and to all our lovely listeners or viewers is: did Tottenham act too fast on getting rid of him?
No,
Do you not think?
no, he didn't fit Tottenham. Now it did fit Wolves. It didn't fit in Saudi or wherever he went.
Yeah.
Evidently, um, it seems well to fit
But what
Forest.
what do you mean by like a fit? What do you mean?
Just like some managers work well with certain clubs, don't they? And some and not with others. You know what I mean? Like we said the other day, Graham Potter didn't work. He worked at Brighton, didn't work at Chelsea. I think he would work at West Ham. Um, just certain managers have got just like certain players work well at certain clubs. Like Jadon Sancho
Yeah,
worked
yeah.
at Dortmund, didn't work at Man U. He seems to be working at Chelsea. So for me, I
But
think Tottenham.
you
Yeah,
know my theory.
go on.
He followed Conte, didn't he?
Yeah,
So at that stage, Tottenham, new stadium, high expectations, Conte in the building, big name manager. So they were like, right, we're going places here. We flirted with Champions League a little bit. We've been in and out and whatever else for the last, I don't know, 10 years or whatever. And I think they thought they were too big for the boots. I think Tottenham thought we're going like that now. There's no turning back for us. We've got this brand new stadium. Everyone says it's best in the world. Good managers. We've got a couple of world class players at the time. They had Hugo Lloris, who you could argue was. They had Harry Kane, and then
Dele Alli.
yeah, maybe Tottenham have had some good players in the past, and I think they got too big for the boots. And he came through the door, and just because they weren't flying, they chopped him, and as well. Mourinho were available, wasn't he? Because if I'm right, did he not replace Mourinho? Oh, sorry, did Mourinho not replace him?
Was Mourinho after Conte or before Conte?
I don't know. That's probably
I
sure.
can't remember which way around it was.
Right.
But he was sandwiched in between though, wasn't it, Nuno?
Well, anyway, yeah. So I think Spurs got a big to it. And listen, so I've done some digging as well, just whilst before we come on here, right? So don't know whether to go first. Should we go? We'll go for Postecoglou now. Postecoglou's in the building. Yep, you're shaking your head straight away. So his record at Spurs at the moment in Premier League only 65 matches. His points per match ratio is 1.68, right? And bearing in mind he's had 65 matches. Plays this fucking great football, this Ange ball. Yeah, exactly.
Not
Whatever.
for me.
Not for me either. But this is kind of. Well, I'm on my soapbox, so hear me
Mm-hmm.
out.
I'm listening.
So, Nuno at Tottenham, yeah, he had 17 games. And out of 17, he won 8, drew 1, and lost 7. And his points per game ratio is 165. So there's nothing in it. Literally nothing at all.
So
And
are you saying then that if they're willing to sack Nuno on that level on that goal points per game, should they be sacking Ange? Is that what you're sort of
well,
saying?
I'm not saying they should be sacking him. Like I don't think that Tottenham. I think Tottenham are a club that they are where they should be, or not where they should be, but they are where. Yeah, they're where they should be. They're not.
Well, where are they now? They're 11th,
Yeah,
12th, or something like that. So you saying this? I think they should be chasing Europe, as in not Champions League, but chasing Europe. I think
I think they're in
fifth,
that
sixth,
pack.
seventh, fifth.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're in the pack below your top
four, five.
four. Four pack, yeah. I think
Yeah,
they're
so
in, they're in that pack below.
there's like your Man United, Villa, Spurs, maybe Newcastle. I think
But
that's that next pack. Isn't it? Oh, Brighton as well. They put Brighton in there.
yeah, but you Look at what he's doing with Forest now.
doing it. But there's not. Is it
Honestly,
because it's like what it a bit like Harry Redknapp in the fact that never really got a good gig. And I were at Spurs for a while and did well. But other than that, he never really got a good gig, did he? He always were like Portsmouth,
yeah,
Southampton's.
he was always punching the lower echelons of the league, wasn't he?
Yeah, and never did him because he were a better manager than that. And
Absolutely.
maybe Nuno is one of them.
Do you know what though? I always remember when he was at Wolves. I quite liked the style of football they played at Wolves when he was there.
Yeah,
They
I
weren't
think.
a they weren't a bad
I bet,
team to watch.
well, I've heard a few Wolves fans at the minute. Obviously, they've been on been at the forefront of with this sacking of O'Neill,
Yeah,
and a lot of the fans are now saying, "Oh, if this new guy can be anything like Nuno, bring back Nuno." All these comments, so they obviously hold him in high regard.
yeah. I think he had to move on from. I think he were better. You know, and this is no disrespect to Wolves. I think he were better than Wolves, and I think he is better than Wolves. And as I said, he did a decent job keeping Forest up last year because didn't they had a points deduction, didn't they?
I'm
I'm
crap at
sure they did.
remembering stuff like that.
So he's kept him in the Premier League. He's made some good signings, really, when you think about it. I mean, they're not amazing, but he's made signings that
And he's gelled them together
that's kind of what I was alluding to. Not these big like Callum Hudson-Odoi. He's been on the radar like superstar for England like for fucking 7, 8,
ever.
9 years, yeah, forever, so long as I can remember, and he's never
Chris
really come
Wood,
through.
Chris Wood, Alanga, you know, Gibbs White.
Yeah,
It's a good front view.
it
They're
is.
decent. It is.
It is,
And
and
I mean, they are punching at minute though. I think are they third or fourth or something at a minute.
fourth at minute,
Yeah,
28 points, two behind Arsenal.
I do think they're punching. I can't see them staying there. I think they'll be. Yeah, it wouldn't
Absolutely
strike me.
punching.
I think they'll get Europe though. I think if they carry on with where they're going.
Absolutely punching, but kind of harking back to my point when you see Tottenham now, and they were in a bit of a honeymoon, weren't they, last season, Tottenham with Ange. They had Conte in, and they were like, oh, fucking negative, parks the bus all the time. Basically, he was like just like Mourinho. And then,
Typical Italian.
yeah, yeah. But even he said, didn't he, when he had that, remember when he had that massive rant after he won at games? And he
Brilliant.
basically just went, this club's fucked.
But everything he said were true, and I think
Yeah.
even Spurs fans would admit everything he said was true. And you just don't usually hear managers come out like that.
No, and he obviously knew that, he was living and breathing it firsthand. And then Ange came in, all style of football changed. Tottenham fans fell in love with him. Oh, they were playing this great football with a great team to watch. Yeah, you're a great team to watch, but you might score four, but you might concede five.
Yeah, I
It
don't.
is.
I don't even think they're all that great to watch. If I'm honest, I'm not a fan of them. I just don't like that. The way it's mental the way they play. There's you know as a Spurs fan you'd be sat on edge thinking what the hell you can like say you can go 3-0 up and be like this isn't comfortable.
Oh, mate, well, I bloody lived and breathed it for the best part of God knows how many years with Klopp, and listen, would never
With
give those
nothing
years
like
back.
Tottenham.
But yeah, exactly.
Nothing.
That's what I'm saying. Liverpool, it were bad enough, but nothing like Tottenham. This is what I'm saying. So I can't imagine what has been a Spurs fan be like.
No, for me, if I were a Spurs fan, I'd be thinking I'd want someone a bit more in between your Klopp and not Klopp, sorry, Ange and Conte/Mourinho.
What do you think it takes for him to get rid of Postecoglou? Because I think he's on thin ice, me personally.
Oh, I do. I think he could. But I think there's him and who were the other manager I was thinking of that's on borrowed time. That they'll both be gone before the end of season. Can't think who the other one was.
Well, so I'm going to throw this one out to you because I know you like a statement and a prediction on this show. So I'm going to throw one out today, Carl. It's my turn. You've been mentioning his name about now for a while. I think that job is tailor made for Graham Potter.
For who? For Tottenham.
Yeah, and
Great.
I think he
Mm.
thinks that as well, or that level of club. I
Yeah, I
think
think he thinks he's that good. I don't, to be honest.
I mean, listen, I rate someone who rates themselves. I think, look, if you're not going to back yourself, who's going to back you? Do you know what I mean? You've got to back yourself, haven't you?
Yeah,
And,
true.
and especially in a dog eat dog world like the Premier League, you know, you've got to think highly of yourself. I think that could be the reason why he's been turning his other gigs down.
What is he holding out for Tottenham?
Given Daniel Levy's history of how when he gets rid of managers, they don't normally fuck about Spurs. He's normally got someone up his sleeve pretty quick.
It just doesn't seem like a Daniel Levy appointment to me.
But Ange doesn't, does he? You know, he's a bit. He's got a bit. I mean, he had a bit of character. He's losing it now. The more he loses games, he's losing his character as well.
He's one miserable bastard. I can't stand him, mate.
He never picks his head up, does he? In interviews.
He's
Well, you
miserable.
know, rock and roll.
He's just miserable. I mean,
Well,
everyone said I'm miserable, but Jesus Christ, he's next level.
well, there you go. That's my prediction. I think watch this space, but I reckon if Tottenham keep going the way they are, it'll be Ange, Potter.
Do you think Tottenham fans would choose to have him back over Ange? You know, should I? Hang on, let me so the fans that are Ange out,
Mm,
would they take Nuno back now, knowing seeing what he's doing now?
an interesting question, Carl. If we have any Spurs fans, let us know in the comments. Would you take Nuno back over Ange? It's a great question. And I'm going to do my best Jeremy Clarkson impression on that bombshell, Carl. We'll leave it there.
Poor,
It's
poor.
poor. Not happy about that
No,
one.
no. You
But
try harder next time.
we'll do, mate. We'll do. Right. Thanks for watching, guys. As always, hit the thumbs up button if you like the video, and don't forget to smash that subscribe button. Catch you later.